Welcome to Meet the Ambassador channel, where we meet ambassadors from different nations around the world who are based in Bangkok, Thailand. Today we'll be bringing everyone to meet the Ambassador of Japan, His Excellency Nashida Kazuya. A little bit on the ambassador's background. Ambassador Kazuya has served in the foreign service for 38 years with countless of overseas postings such as Pakistan, Iraq, and the USA in Washington, D.C. He was also Director General in charge of ASEAN and Southeast Asia in Tokyo. The first country serving as ambassador was in Iraq from 2013 to 2015. And we are happy to welcome Ambassador Kazuya to Thailand. Ambassador Kazuya is married and his wife now works in Japan along with his 3 sons. And that is all for Ambassador's background. Now it's time to meet the ambassador. Let's go meet the ambassador. Right now we're at the Embassy of Japan, right in the center of Bangkok. And today we will be seeing His Excellency Nashida Kazuya, the Ambassador of Japan, hosting in Bangkok, Thailand here. So let's go meet the ambassador.
Hi, how are you? From Japan. Hello, very nice meeting you.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
How are you today?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me. And especially during this time.
Yeah, my pleasure.
During this time of the World Cup as well. So I've been watching and I'm very happy to be here. I think like the middle of December right here. So thank you so much.
Yeah. So, welcome. Yeah, let's go listen.
So now it's time for gift giving to Ambassador, who is posted in Thailand. So our team did a little research on Your Excellency's passion, and we found out that you love football. Yeah, and so for the gift today, we would like to celebrate the 38 years of your diplomatic service and ambassadorship with this award.
Well, it's a trophy
Yes,
of
you
the
see?
World Cup. Thank you so much.
Since
this
you're
is
an
lovely.
avid fan, so
How,
yeah,
do,
you can.
how do you know, I'm a great fan of football?
Oh, we did good
That's your
research.
research.
Yeah,
Wow,
we did
thank you so much.
research. Yes, and also it's a very special. We give you this award because on this occasion of the World Cup 2022 as well, that you are here in Thailand during your residency during the competition because they have a 5-year, World Cup. So you have to wait another 5 years.
4 years.
4 years,
Four
sorry,
years,
4 years
yeah.
now they changed. When you're here during your residency, the Japan national football team, they shocked the world by winning previous world champions.
Yeah, right.
Not one, but
Right.
2.
Yeah, that's right.
Germany and Spain.
Yeah,
Everyone was
yeah,
talking
it was great
about it.
surprise. Yes.
Yeah, it was like so amazing. And did you watch the match
Oh,
live?
of course. I don't
Live?
miss. I don't miss
Yeah,
them.
it was around 10 p.m. in Bangkok time at that time. And Japan has raised the bar of Asia football map as well, by keeping impressing the world with your values. If you see, it was trending on Twitter everywhere on like your players, the locker room. It's left very
Exactly.
clean,
Yeah,
spotless.
right.
And you also left after the Germany match. You left the, in Japanese, it's called like orisuru. It's like a origami cranes, the birds.
Yeah, exactly.
And you write like arigato in Arabic to thank you. You are hosting country in Qatar. Yeah, and also the Japanese fan at the stadium also impressed the world with your humble attitude when you say you leave the seats cleaner than it was before when you arrived. So it was very touching, even as a country.
I'm
to
proud of
react.
our behavior, not only the players, the team, but also the supporters in the
supporters.
stadium. That is a kind of a virtue of our
that's true.
people.
And adding on to that too, because your football team manager, Mr. Hajime Moriyasu, he replied exactly the same as you just said, that it was normal behavior because it's nothing special in Japan, as that since which gets us even more inspired that it's something special for all of us, but in you it's like, oh, it's something you have to do, it's your virtue, it's your culture already ingrained.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Also, Thailand national football team too had a Japanese coach back in 2019
Nishino-san,
too.
yes, that's right.
Yes. Also, you also had the chance to meet.
Yeah,
So the coach as well?
he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Unfortunately, he went back to Japan, but still, you have a manager for ladies team.
Ladies team. I see.
Yeah, the Japanese lady is the manager for your ladies national team.
Ladies national team.
Yeah.
Do you remember her name? So we
The
can-
Okamoto.
Okamoto-san.
Okamoto.
Oh, Okamoto-san.
That's right.
Yes, so, and also we had previously, like Ambassador said, Coach Akira Nishino, who led Japan to the last 16 round in 2018 World Cup, and now we are lucky to have for females team.
That's right.
And hopefully within my children's lifetime, Thailand can finally qualify for World Cup. And at that time, I'm sure both of will be celebrate the Japan's victory for champion that time. So yes,
Yeah,
please
thank you so
enjoy,
much.
please
Yeah,
enjoy,
thank
please
you so
enjoy
much.
this. Hopefully we got the years right, the 38 years of ambassadorship service, right? Correct. Okay. Yeah, so that is all for the gift giving part, and then next up would be game time with ambassador. So stay tuned. So now on the game part, as we know today, we will start with the language game, and as Ambassador, you have been here for 3 years. 3 years now. You might already pick up some Thai, Thai language. So first, let's start out with the Thai tongue twisters. So these are Thai tongue twisters that foreigners find hard to pronounce. The first one means grape or budo in Japanese. It's angun.
Angun.
Angun. Oh, complicated. Angun.
Arigato.
Angun. And then the middle one means who sells the chicken egg. In Thai, it's ใครขายไข่ไก่
ร้ายขายไข่ไก่
ใครขายไข่ไก่
ร้ายขายไข่ไก่
Yes, very. And the last, are you ready for the hardest one? Chibamuskashi. Okay, this one means the grandma eats longang. Longang 日本語では龍眼 ですね。It means grandma eats longang and the grandma's saliva drips down. In Thai language, is ยายกินลำไย
ยายกินลำไย
น้ำลายยายไหลย้อย
น้ำลายยายไหลย้อย
Yes! Oh my. Thai จีนวิตัยです
ありがとう
So same as Thai. Alright, together at once. ยายกินลำไยน้ำลายยายไหลย้อย
ยายกินลำไยน้ำลายยายไหลย้อย
ยายเลย Okay, pass it. So now you're considered as a Thai person. And then next up, could you please teach me some Japanese tongue twisters?
Okay.
Yes, which one? Okay. So we can start
生
with
麦生米生卵
生麦生米生卵
Okay.
So next one, it has a lot of repeating of the word niwa.
That's
so
right.
裏には庭には庭には鶏がいる For those who are learning Japanese, 裏には means backyard. Backyard. And niwa, the first niwa means two birds. And
Two
then
birds.
there's also niwatori also, which means chicken. So
Chicken,
two
yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
And also the word niwa itself means garden.
Garden.
So yeah, so 全部には裏庭には庭には鶏がいる Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. And then the last one, the most hardest one.
こ
Go.
の縦書きに立てかけたのは、竹立てかけたから竹立てかけた。
See, hayakuchi, even Japanese is hard to
Hard
say.
for me. It's hard for me.
Okay.
Maybe you
My
can
turn.
do better. Yeah.
Okay. この竹かきに竹立てかけたのは竹立てかけたかったから竹立てかけた。
Much better than me. Much better than me.
For those who doesn't understand, can you translate what does this mean in English?
I put the bamboo against the bamboo fence because I want to put bamboo. Just I want to do it. I want to do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's right.
it's just a repeating of like the first and second sentence. Okay, so am I qualified as a Japanese
You are,
person?
yeah,
Okay.
very much so.
Target. And there's another one, extra one. Those who are very into anime, it's from the Monogatari series. So it's 斜め77度の並びで、泣く泣くいななく、7半7台難なく、並べてなかなかめ。
すごいすごい。
にゃにゃめ77度の並びでにゃくにゃくいにゃにゃくにゃにゃはんにゃにゃだいにゃんにゃく並べてにゃがにゃがめ。
すごいすごいすごいすごいすごいすごい。
15歳からこれ
すごい
練習する。
すごいすごい。More than perfect.
So yes, that is all for the tongue twisters, the game language part today. So hope you have fun. And next up would be the Q&A with Ambassador Kazuya. So stay tuned. So welcome back. Now it's time for Q&A with Ambassador Kazuya. The questions are on bilateral relations between Japan and Thailand, and also on different aspects of Japan, such as economy, tourism, and culture. So, but firstly, Ambassador, please share your background, where you were born, and your path in becoming the ambassador.
I was born in Tokyo, Japan, 1960, and I was grown up, just up until I became a university student. And
you attended University of
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
But
Tokyo Daigaku.
well, so at the age of 19 years old, my father recommended me to see the other country, and so
sightseeing.
he financed me to go to United States. But at that time, I could not speak English at all, so I went to language school first, and then I took some courses of the university, where Washington D.C. of the United States,
so the capital
Georgetown
city.
University,
Georgetown.
and I stayed for 1 year. And at that time, I realized, it was a year of 1980, and still, you will find you find a lot of Japanese cars, Japanese manufacturers. However, they don't know about Japan. So at that time, I became interested in to be a diplomat in future.
I see. But your family previously wasn't
Nothing
to
do
diplomacy.
with a diplomat at
I
all.
see,
Yeah.
I see. So you were like the first in the family in this service.
That's right. That's
Wow.
right. That's right.
And your path in becoming an ambassador, where your first posting was in the United States as well, or in?
Not the ambassador.
As a diplomat.
That's right.
Yeah.
My first post is Pakistan, Islamabad, Pakistan.
Yeah.
When I was 30s. Yes.
Pakistan, and then afterwards, where else?
Well, okay. My career is 30s in the Islamabad, Pakistan in 30s. Washington D.C., United States in 40s, and I became ambassador to Iraq.
Iraq was your
in
first
the
posting
50s.
as
That's right.
ambassador.
And then 3 years ago, I came here.
So Thailand is the second
As an ambassador post, yeah,
I
that's
see,
right.
I see. So we're happy to have you as in Asia as well, like the first country as ambassadorship. So next up, let's start out with the questions on nationality and diplomacy. The question is, what does being Japanese means to you, and how your career of a diplomat, of an ambassador, shaped the definition of being Japanese?
Well, our nationality is, I find a lot of similarity with the Thai people. I think we can say we are modest people, we are reserved people, very polite. But sometimes, we need to be more outgoing, or in other words, aggressive.
I see. Right.
I think the generation, the younger generation is, becoming like that. Still, of course, we will pursue the world peace and world prosperity and friendship with many countries. However, at the same time, we have to be looking at reality, what is going on right now.
So to align yourself with the world context, and also, keeping the Japanese-ness as for the question, like what does being Japanese means to you. So keeping the authenticity, like you said, like we have the politeness, the humbleness, but also at the same time to always keep an eye out of the world's context and to meet with that fairly, I would say, in justice.
Yeah, we are, the island country, so we are, so comfortable to live, within the island, small island. However, we should look out outside, we should, if you are young, you need to go outside of Japan.
Explore.
And, you have to look at the world. That's what they're thinking.
Japan has become much more modernized. Not in terms of course we have technology, city and everything, but in terms of people too, like my Japanese friend, in the context, they are more aware of what's going on in the world. And that would be very beneficial on how they would act and react to so as we now keep on our long partnership in both strategy and also amity, like friendship with Thailand and Japan as well. So now tying on to the next topic on our bilateral relations. This year in 2022, we are happy to celebrate Japan and Thailand's bilateral relations, which is one of the longest in Asia or even in the world as well. Since 26 September 1887, when we signed the Declaration of Commerce and Amity with the government of Japan. So at that time, in history, it was during the reigns of Emperor Meiji. It was in the Meiji era. And for Thailand, it was in the King Rama V time, King Juragan of Siam. But actually, from historical evidence, our trade went back 600 years.
That's right.
Yes, 600 years ago. If you can see the historical records of Ryukyu, or the current day Okinawa, and they trade with the Ayutthaya kingdom, which was from Siam at that time. So you see the evidence in Japan, you see the ceramics from Thailand used in the tea ceremony utensil. From the tea was in the Sukhothai era, so way back in the 14th century. And in Thailand as well, we also see the Japanese swords used in the Thai army, in the Ratanakosin period. So from evidence, obviously, we've been trading for a long time. And Thailand is considered close friends with Japan. And since then, it reflects in our trade relations, one of the strongest. Japan is always within top 3 trading partner with Thailand, and Thailand within the top 6 with Japan. So next up on economy, I'd like to give a little background on Japan's economy first. So Japan economy is the 3rd largest in the world. Japan has the world's 2nd largest foreign exchange reserve of 1.4 trillion USD. So it shows a lot of foreign currency flowing in the country. And Japan ranks as number 1 in the world on Economic Complexity Index, or ECI, from year 2000 to 2020. So it reflects on the higher you earn, the income, it reflects in the productivity and economic development of the country. So from this statistic, it is obvious that Japan is in the forefront of a very strong and stable economy. So the question directing to you on economy is, what is the cost of this continuous economic growth in terms of policy, modern day as well, or back then, and how does Japan prepare for the upcoming decade?
After the post-war period, I think parents' age, they worked very hard and to rebuild our economy, particularly after the defeat of the war.
Yes.
And so in 1960s and 70s, our economy, grown up, very, very rapidly. However, recently, the big problem is declining of the number of labor.
Yeah.
We are, facing with the rapid, the aging society. I think Thailand is following us.
Yes,
And so we need a labor power. And also, we need more, enthusiasm to, maintain or to, to drive our country move forward. So elderly people are very, very energetic, you say 50 or 60 years ago. How about now? We are enjoying our, wealthy, our society right now. Yeah. So we should be more, hungry.
Active.
Yeah, that's right. Otherwise, we cannot maintain, what we are enjoying right now.
I see. So from that as well, you touched on the 1960s to 80s. You said Japan was one of the highest economic growth rates in the world. That time, if you look at history, it was during the post-World War II and the end of Cold War, around that area. And if you look at the World Bank category, you will see they will categorize into income categories: low, middle, and high. And Japan was able to become the high income status by the late 1960s already, so very fast. So the contribution at that time was very high investment and high quality investment, which results in the rising GNP, gross national product, 20 to 30%. That's very high. And your government also helped with lowering the inflation and supporting, has a great saving rate to accompany those investments. And as you said, which contrasts to today, same problem with Thailand and Japan. At that time, you have a highly skilled and educated and a lot of labor force at that time, which contribute to those business to develop the industrial and manufacturing part. So like you said, as to today, we have to grow more on the labor part and also becoming more, like you said, hungry for outside world and to improve the economy and then make it remain strong. And now back to Thailand as well. Let's talk about the trade relations between Thailand and Japan. We both have trade diversification in categories in all areas. So the main exports products Japan export to Thailand are like motor vehicles, integrated circuit, and also hot wrought iron. And Japan import from Thailand are prepared meat, broadcasting equipment, and cars. So as you see, it's very diverse in all areas. The question on this topic is on how do you foresee the future trends in the next 10 years trade between Japan and Thailand, and which sector should investors keep an eye on if they're watching?
Well, if you look back the history, many Japanese manufacturers came to Thailand, say 50 to 60 years ago. And now the Thailand is the biggest hub, the production hub for Japanese companies. We have nearly 6,000 companies operating here, which is of course largest in Asia. And nearly the 100,000 people are living here. However, the situation is changing. For example, you can find a lot of Japanese car maker here, but now rapidly shifting to EV. We need to accommodate with such a rapid changing. And now before we came here and we employ the Thai labor and producing the products such as the automobile, then export from here. However, this type of manufacturing, I think it's over. Getting over. From now on, the important thing is now Japan, Thailand, equal partner. Not the transfer of technology to you. Now we need to be an equal partner. So we need to transfer the management itself to Thai people. Even though it is a Japanese company, not to come to the say president or chairman from Japan. We need to put the Thai executive, and so we should, the shift to the way of, Thai business. And the key word is a co-creation. Create, together. Yeah, that's right. And another example is our embassy has organized events, matching event between Thai big companies and our startup.
Startup.
Yeah, young startup or SMEs.
I see.
They have a very the particular technology, and then the Thai big company really they show a very big interest in such a particular technology by startup.
I see.
The good example is,
You can help scale the company.
for example, the startup they provided technologies the most optimized the how to say feeding to shrimps.
Oh, I see.
And
Aquatic.
by IT technology, and then so now the Thai big, the food company, the automatically, the control the shrimp, the how do you say the
Shrimp farming, like
farming, yeah, shrimp farming.
Aquatic.
Yeah, right.
So it can grow more because Thailand it's also like Japan big in like aquamarines, like food chain as well. Yeah.
So not only the making the manufacturing, but also more advanced technology, the say, agriculture, for example, with more advanced technology. So we have many loops to cooperate, even from now on. But I think the modality would be changing.
I see. And in addition to our partnership in trade as well, which Thailand and Japan are keyword, as Ambassador said, co-creation, so working together towards the same goal. In addition to that, what are other areas that Thailand and Japan collaborated, for instance, in human resource in exchange?
That's a good point. We need to still. I think we can help Thai people to create the high skilled human resource development with advanced skill. One example is we established two schools. It is called Kosen. Kosen. Do you know Kosen? Kosen is a kind of a technological high school. It's not the normal high school.
It's like an
Advanced, we will produce, engineers, high skilled engineers. That 5-year course.
like vocational, like specific.
It's more advanced, more advanced.
I see.
So now in Bangkok we have 2 courses, and then next year, first the batch of graduation after 5 years education in Kosen, and the Thai government is requesting us to establish more courses. So if the first batch of the graduation, the graduated students will be recruited by the Thai companies or Japanese companies, then we want to make it a kind of success story in the field of the human resource development.
So you can have more cousin in the future as well. And as I said, we both have strong ties in all levels between the Japanese imperial family and the Thai royal family. In the past, political as well. Recently, we just had the APEC 2022 meeting where both of our leaders and also happy to say the foreign ministers we discussed on future strategic. I would have to quote this, the 5-year joint action plan on Japan-Thailand strategic economic partnership. So we have already a road to follow, to walk through for both countries. And I'd like to highlight this too, as well as educational exchanges. You are very generous since, way back in 1954 on the Mongbukakcho or Mongbusho Next Scholarship. This one is well known to Thai people since 68 years ago because you have like a full ride scholarship to 10, 15 students, college students, master and doctors as well. And those who are looked into more information, you can check out the embassy website and also the Facebook page. And you have many others. You can check out the Genesis program, Genesis High School Exchange, SE, Asia Youth, Asia Kakehashi, and so on. And from now, let's move on to the topic on tourism and culture, which will be the interviewing in Japanese for Japanese-speaking audience, and for others, feel free to watch the subtitle below. 突然ですが、日本人の自称者さんとタイ人の自称者さんに日本語を学習されている方もいらっしゃるので、これからは少し日本語を使って、はい、他の話題について梨田大使にお伺いします。
はい、はい。
観光のトピックから始めましょう。質問は、もし梨田閣下が私たちのツアーガイドであられたら、私たちをどこへ連れて行っていただけますか？日本で有名な都市、あるいは閣下が行かれて思い出深い場所などでも結構です。
日本語ですよね。
はい、日本です。
それはその人がどれだけ日本に行ったかによりますね。初めて行くのか、もう20回以上行ってるんですよね。だからそれによって違いますよね。まあやっぱり最も人気なのは東京、京都、大阪、そして北海道とか、はい、ですけれども、日本の良さはそれ以外にもたくさんありますし、あと何をしたいか、いつ行きたいか、スキーしたいとか、温泉に入りたいとか、暖かいところがいいのか、寒いところがいいのか、何が食べたいかとか、もうそれによってもうたくさんお連れしたいところはあるので、何度行っても飽きないと思います。
そうですね。日本にはなんか季節ごとに楽しめる祭りもたくさんあります。春は花見、
桜ね、
桜と藤の花も美しいで、夏は花火で、秋はもちろんもみじ狩りと冬は雪祭りもあります。札幌市
そうですね。
できます。他のところは私、タイ人はなんか大好きな漫画とアニメですから、日本の漫画とかアニメはタイ人でもよく知られていて人気があるので、次におすすめしたいのは、青山五条漫画ファクトリーです。はい、そう鳥取県の北栄という町にあります。鳥取県は日本でなんか最も人口が少なく、海に面している県で、名探偵コナンシリーズの作者、日本の漫画家の青山剛昌のふるさとです。なんか面白いと思って、一番なんか少なく、人口が少なくで、2017年の時点で青山先生の漫画は全世界で2億5000万部以上売れていますね。タイでもなんかとても人気で、青山五条漫画ファクトリーにはコナンシリーズの原画が保管されています。コナンの漫画やアニメ制作プロセスを漫画ファクトリーで見ることができます。なんか世界中のコナンの大ファンは必見の場所です。
素晴らしい、素晴らしい。
次のトピックは文化です。この特集では視聴者に日本で影響力のある人たちを紹介したいと思います。視聴者はその人たちをさらに検索してより一層日本のことを知ることになると思います。梨田大使が日本で影響力ある好ましい人物と思われる方、どなたですか？またなんかアーティスト、なんか著者、音楽家 外交官もどんな職業の方でも結構です。
まあ、なかなか誰って名前を挙げるのは難しいんですけれども、やっぱり日本とタイ両方でサッカーがすごく人気ですし、西野監督がタイ代表の監督だったように私はもうこのサッカーを通じた日本とタイの交流をますます応援していきたいなと思います。日本からもチャナティップ選手とっても有名ですし、やっぱりチャナティップさんがこうタイと日本の交流にすごく大きな存在だなというふうに思いますし、日本の選手もますますタイで有名になってほしいなと思います。
サッカーファンもぜひ検索してください。次はアートの分野では私の中で話しないでいられない人物がいます。弥生草間さんです。弥生草間さんは日本の現代美術家の世界で最も影響力のある彼女はアーティストです。
そうですね。
彼女のアートは明るくカラフルな水玉模様が
特徴ですね。
絵画、彫刻、ファッション、美術館での展示作品から見られます。カズマさんはタイではパチュと呼ばれています。パーはおばさん、でジュは天という意味です。
天ね。
2018年にバンコクの最も訪問者が多いショッピングモールセントラルワールドで、草間さんの作品が展示されました。展示されたのは水玉絵柄のなんかかぼちゃ付箋でした。現在草間さんは93歳ですが、今も作品を作り続けているそうです。終わりにこの日本特集を受賞しているタイ人に何かメッセージをお願いしたいのですが、
コロナも終わって、今、日本とタイの間は自由に行き来できます。でだからもう多くのタイの人に日本に行ってもらいたいと思います。もし日本に行く機会がなくてもこれからイベントがたくさんあります。来年の2月には観光フェアだったり、それからジャパンエキスポセントラルワールドかな、3年ぶりに開かれます。そうやってタイにいながらもこの日本の文化やで今日まだ話出てないけどやっぱり食べ物をね、みんな楽しんでもらいたいなと思います。日本博はありましたね。またこれからそういう普通のイベントがどんどん行われると思います。
最後に梨田大使にインタビューする機会を得たことを大変光栄に思います。
こちらこそありがとうございました。
心から感謝をしています。
ありがとうございます。
最後ではコクマカ。
コクマカ。
So that is all for the Meet the Ambassadors for Japan episode. So let's see who will be meeting next, but that's a wrap for today. Thank you very much for everyone watching. So goodbye for now.